Lately, we've covered some heavy topics, market crashes, rising rates, you name it. But today, let's have a little fun with this here. We're going to be talking about custom homes. Now, everybody gets excited about designing their dream home. It's probably the one chance that you're going to have in your life to be able to create the absolute perfect space. Every fancy add-on you've ever seen on HGTV, you get to pick and make it yours. But just because you can add it doesn't always mean that you should. And before we get moving along here, don't get me wrong, I love a cool home upgrade as much as anybody, but my job is to help you make sure those dream upgrades won't become nightmares later down the road. Because someday you might want to sell that dream house and some of those upgrades might cost you big time. Plus you'll have to live with some of those choices every single day. And some of them, well, they might not be as durable or practical as they seem. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down 7 worst upgrades to consider when building a custom home. Now, if your favorite upgrade is on the list, don't take it wrong, don't take it personally, just hear me out, because a little foresight can save you a lot of regret later down the line. Now, some of these might even surprise you, so stick around, let's get into it. And actually, a quick shout out to Colorado Custom Homes and Aspire Custom Homes for the ideas of this video. Now, let's get going. All right, let's be honest. Every house flipping show makes you think that marble countertops are the must-have thing that you need to have. I mean, they do look stunning, no doubt there, but here's the thing. Marble is high maintenance. It stains easily. So let's say you love red wine or coffee or anything that isn't clear water, you might be in for a nightmare. Plus, marble isn't exactly, it's not durable. And that beautiful countertop, well, it might not look so beautiful after 10 to 15 years, especially years of daily use. Instead, consider quartzite. Now, it's going to give you the same luxurious look, but it's way more durable and doesn't stain as easily. Plus, your future self will thank you for that. Oh, the pot filler, the ultimate fancy kitchen upgrade. You see it in every high-end home show, and hey, I get it. The idea of not having to lug a heavy pot of water from the sink over to the stove definitely has a high convenience score to it. But there's a reality check here. Pot fillers, they do leak, and over time those fancy faucets can start dripping, and guess what's sitting right below them? Yeah, that expensive stove that you had to have. And that's not cheap to fix. And let's not forget about the plumbing. You see, to run the water lines behind the stove, which might have not been in your original floor plan. So what happens if you want to remove or remodel your home or rearrange things in your kitchen? Well, now you can see where I'm leaning with this. You have kind of an awkward plumbing situation that you have to deal with, and you also have a useless pipe sticking out of the wall. Well, technically they would cap it off and they would be behind the wall, but if that ever leaked, well, you have a problem right there. Regardless, they do look cool, but ask yourself, is the slight convenience really worth the potential headache? Now, if you've ever had a bar area or love hosting, having dedicated ice maker really sounds like a no-brainer. I mean, who doesn't like endless supply of ice for cocktails and party drinks? Yeah, but here's the problem with this. Standalone ice makers, again, they leak a lot. More than the built-in ice maker that's actually in your fridge. Now, if you can catch this early, well, it's usually no big deal. Maybe just a little repair bill. But if it breaks while you are on vacation, you might come home to a mini swimming pool where your kitchen used to be. With that said, if you must have one, make sure you check it on a regular basis for leaks. Otherwise, your convenience upgrade, well, could turn into an expensive headache. There was a time when crown molding was an absolute must-have in every single home. It was the finishing touch that made the home feel so exquisite. But here is the reality check with this here. Trends do change, and right now, modern home designs leans towards clean lines and minimalistic, meaning crown molding is, well, it is starting to look outdated. And let's be honest here, if you're building a new home, do you really want to spend the extra money on something that might make your home look older instead of more stylish? Speaking of money, builders like Aspire Custom Homes and Colorado Custom Home Builders estimate that skipping crown molding could save you up to $5,000. Now, obviously, this depends on the size of your home, but if you absolutely love it, friends, go for it. It is your house. But the trend is clear, less is more. This one's tough because when you're building a custom home, you want everything to feel high-end. Fancy cabinet hardware, designer light fixtures, premium plumbing fixtures, you name it. But here's the catch. It all adds up. A $15 door handle doesn't seem like a big deal until you realize that, man, you need 50 of those things. Suddenly you're spending $750 on a bunch of door handles, and that's before even talking about faucets, light fixtures, and everything else. The solution? Shop around. Wayfair, Amazon, and even local hardware stores often have nearly the identical or sometimes even the exact same fixtures for a fraction of the price. So spending a little time comparing prices could save you hundreds, if not thousands, without sacrificing the style. So the moral of the story here is don't get price gouged on the little details. Now, flooring is one of those first things people notice when they walk into your home, so of course you want it to look great. But let's talk about some smart choices. First of all, friends, shop around. You're gonna start noticing a bit of an echo that I'm saying here. Prices for the exact same flooring can range wildly depending upon where you buy it. So if you don't compare, you might end up paying way more than you really need to. Second, let's talk about hardwood. Everybody loves the idea of real hardwood floors, but let's be real here. Hardwood scratches, it dents, and doesn't always hold up to kids, pets, and general chaos. Now, the good news though is, well, there are tons of high quality alternatives like luxury vinyl plank or engineered hardwood that look absolutely stunning, but are more durable and way cheaper. Now, at the end of the day, you have to live in that house. Now, the expensive flooring, it might look beautiful right now today, but if it can't handle real life, is it really worth it? All right, hear me out. I can see already there's somebody going down in the comment section and just not happy about hearing this one on here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a nice tile backsplash. It looks great, it adds character, and can make your kitchen really pop. But let's talk about this here. Unless you're out there cooking like a contestant on Hell's Kitchen, how often are you really getting liquids on the wall behind your stove? Now, if it happens regularly, well, maybe the backsplash isn't the issue. Maybe it's time to dial down the aggressive cooking. Now, if you love the look and have the budget, friends, go for it. But if you're looking for ways to trim down costs, this is an area where you might not even notice its absence. I mean, tile is expensive, and the labor to install it, even pricier. So skipping it could free up a chunk of your budget for upgrades that actually do make a difference in your daily life. So friends, there you have it. Some of the worst home upgrades, or at least from a practical or financial standpoint. Again, I'm not here to crush your dreams of a fancy backsplash or a cool pot filler. It's your home, it's your money. Do what you wish. I just want to give you a little perspective, give you some inside scoop in areas that might save yourself some serious cash or regret later down the road. More importantly, think long term. What looks amazing on day one might not age well after years of wear and tear. And perhaps ask yourself this: how will this hold up 10 years, after 10 years? Now, that question alone could save you thousands. So if you need more help figuring out what to include or not to include for that matter in your custom home, drop a comment down below or send me a message. Also, if you made an upgrade that you regret, I would love to hear about it. I might even do a follow-up video sharing some of your stories as cautionary tales for future homeowners. Now, friends, with that said, as we start winding down this video, if you are looking to buy or sell a home as a serial entrepreneur, a veteran, a real estate agent who has called California home for geez, the better part of 3 decades, I take a lot of pride in being able to help people make smart decisions when buying and selling homes. So if you have any questions, feel free to call me or text me at 949-726-2601. Well, friends, that is all I have here for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so we get to see more of each other. And with that said, I will see you in the next video.